Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. Every single month I share our real number budget with you guys. I have been doing this for many years now and you guys seem to enjoy it, so as long as you guys are enjoying it, I will continue to post it. I feel like it does get a little bit repetitive, but we actually do have some extra things this month that we don't normally have in our budget, so it is kind of a unique budget, and unfortunately we do have some higher expenses this month, so we don't have as much as we normally do to put towards financial goals, which is kind of a bummer. But if you guys watched my Debt-Free Friday video on Friday, I actually talked a little bit about that, but these next few months are just some of our most expensive months. If you guys are new here, we have 3 young kids, all under the age of 8, and yeah, with that comes a lot of expenses, especially in the summertime. Both my older kids are playing sports and they have childcare and stuff like that, so it is more expensive in the summer and we are getting to that point. So it is what it is. We will just take it one month at a time, but let's go ahead and get started on our May budget. So if you guys have watched me for a while, you know that we only count on our regular W-2 income. So this is the income that my husband and I both bring home every single month. It's pretty consistent. We are both salaried employees, so we pretty much get the same thing every single pay period, which is every 2 weeks. So it's pretty fixed. And then we also do typically have some side hustle income every single month, but I don't count that towards our budget. I always just add that in later, and all of that goes to our financial goals. So let's go ahead down to our fixed expenses. So first is our mortgage. So we have our mortgage payment due on the 1st, which would be June 1st for this one, and we are paying $2,100. Our actual mortgage amount is $1,995. We add an additional $104 and some pennies to round it up to $2,100. It's just a simple way for us to pay a little bit extra every single month on our mortgage, and we had been budgeting that anyways, and so we were like, all right, we're just gonna keep it at that even when our mortgage went down, and it just helps us pay a little bit extra towards our mortgage, which I think is a great thing. Even just paying a little bit extra every single month will impact our loan significantly. I think it'll probably take a year or 2 off the end of our loan if we consistently do this the entire life of the loan. So that to me is worth it because it's relatively painless now, but it does make a big impact at the end of our loan. Next up is cell phones. So if you guys have followed me for a while, I've talked about Mint Mobile a lot on my channel. We love Mint Mobile. We don't typically have cell phones in our budget anymore because of that, because we are paying with Mint Mobile and you pay annually. But in May, I actually have my annual amount. So it is $345 for the year for my cell phones. I actually have a $15 referral credit. I used my husband's referral code when I signed up for Mint Mobile, and so it gave me a $15 referral discount on my plan, and then he also got a 15. If you guys want to use my link, I will always leave it down in the bio and pinned comment if you want to check that out. We love Mint Mobile, and $345 for an entire year of service is a great deal. You just have to pay it upfront, which is kind of unfortunate for the month that it falls in, because obviously $345 is a lot in our budget, but that's okay. We could do a sinking fund, but for now we're just cash flowing it as it comes up because it's only once a year, and we can usually swing that amount in just cash flowing it. So we haven't really done like a sinking fund for it, but might be something we consider doing in the future. All right, so next up is Netflix. So we do pay for Netflix every single month. We also have Disney Plus that we pay for annually, so you don't see that in every single budget, but we do use Netflix and Disney Plus, which we love both of those. Then we have our Peloton. So we do have a Peloton bike and we use that to work out instead of a gym membership. So that is $45 a month. Then we have our internet, which we actually do have a new internet provider in our neighborhood. So I'm kind of looking into switching to see if we could save a little bit of money. I'm not sure if it would be cheaper or not. So it's just something that's on my list of things to do, because I'm pretty sure this amount would be going up in like the next few months because we've been here for almost a year now. And you know how they do like the year promotion. So I am keeping that in the back of my mind. Next up, we have giving. So we do have our reoccurring donation to St. Jude. That's $100 a month. Then we have preschool for my daughter. So she does go to a part-time preschool program that is $760 a month. We do pay that every single week broken down. That's the total amount. It's $190 a week, and there's 4 weeks in May that we need to pay that. So $760 for that. Then we have our water bill. So this is another expense along with the Mint Mobile that we don't have every single month. Unfortunately, it is just a higher month for some of our intermittent bills. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I believe this comes out on the 24th, and we are budgeting $225 for our water bill. Again, that is quarterly. I feel like we use a lot of water, okay? We got a lot of kids in here that we need to hose down, especially this time of year. So I maybe should have bumped this up to $250, but usually our highest bill is actually the next one because it's like the summer bill. So we should be good with $225 for now. And then the last thing is electric. So we are budgeting $250, which I think should be plenty because it's been pretty mild here in Wisconsin. We've actually had some really nice weather. We've actually even had to turn on our air conditioning because it's been like 85 degrees here. So it's been kind of a wild spring. It's like we had our heat on a few days ago and now we have our air on, and I'm sure we're gonna put our heat on again. It's just, you never know what you're gonna get here. So total fixed expenses is $3,893. That leaves our total remaining at $3,307. So let's move up to variable expenses. Variable expenses are expenses that tend to change every single month. Now, personal spending, I consider a variable expense, even though we just do the same amount every single month. It is technically a variable expense because we do spend a different amount every single month on this, but we do just transfer this money into our personal checking accounts. My husband and I each get $100 a month. We spend that on whatever we want to spend it on. I sometimes spend it on Starbucks or, extra stuff at Target, I don't know, whatever I want. So next then we have gas, which we are budgeting $175. Again, this is another category I might need to bump up a little bit in the summer because we're gonna be doing a lot more driving with sports and summer activities. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this one the next few months, but I think $175 should be good. Then we have groceries, which we are budgeting $800. This has been our budget for quite a while now, and it's been working great. I feel like we hopefully can sustain this $800 grocery budget for a while, but we'll see. Then we have our fun/kids budget. So again, this is a really important one in the summer because we are usually doing more things with our kids in the summer. The weather's nicer, we're going out for ice cream, we're going to the zoo, we're doing all these extra things. So we budget $100 a month for anything extra with our kids. Then we have miscellaneous, which is just capturing anything else that doesn't quite fit into any of these other categories. We always have miscellaneous spending, and I feel like that's really helpful to our budget to have this category because it just lets us kind of have this category that just is a catch-all for like all the random things. With 5 people in our family, there are things that just end up coming up every single month. It's just inevitable. We always have things that are coming up. Then we have our dining out, which I am going to try this month to lower our budget down to $200. So we'll see. I think we might be able to do this for May. But I think we're gonna have to raise it up to $250 again for June, July, August, because again, summer is super busy for us and we end up eating out more. It just is what it is. We are usually very busy with sports and extracurriculars with our kids, so it is what it is. But for May, I'm gonna really challenge myself because we do have a tighter budget than normal. I'm gonna challenge ourselves to hopefully spend less on eating out. So that brings our total variable expenses to $1,675. Our total remaining then is $1,632. So next we're moving down to sinking funds. Sinking funds are just individual categories of savings that we have for all these different expenses that we know are coming. They're things that we're trying to plan for ahead of time. So one would be car. So this would be car maintenance and car insurance. Home, this is home maintenance, anything that we need to do for our house. Christmas, we know that Christmas comes every single year, and so we want to make sure we're prepared for that. Kids, this is a kids sinking fund. This is relatively new. I think we added this like a year or two ago. We didn't always have this category, but it's actually been a really great addition for us. We use this mostly for like back to school or like registration fees. We sometimes will use it for like the kids' birthdays and stuff like that, depending on how much we have in there. We kind of just use it, when we have the money in there, we kind of decide how we're going to use it for the next few months. So right now we are planning to use this for like summer activities, some additional things that we need to pay for in the summer. And lastly, we have vacation, which is obviously for any future vacations. If you guys have been following me for a while, we just went on vacation in March. So this fund is on the lower end right now. So I'm definitely trying to be conscious of building it back up so that hopefully we can go on vacation again next year. So this month we are putting $50 towards our car sinking fund, $100 towards our home maintenance sinking fund, $100 towards Christmas. We are putting $50 in our kids sinking fund, and we are putting $100 in our vacation sinking fund, which leaves our total at $400 going into our sinking fund savings this month. And that leaves our total remaining at $1,232. And if you guys have followed me for a while, you already know that is going to our financial goals, which right now we are working on my husband's Roth IRA. So that will be $1,232. Hopefully more than that, because we do always put all of our extra income towards our financial goals, but at least $1,200 will be going to my husband's Roth IRA this month, which is amazing. Super happy about that. So that leaves our total at $1,232 for debt and savings. And that leaves our remaining at zero, which is a zero-based budget, which is what we strive for here. I do a zero-based budget. I feel like it's really helpful. And then again, like I said, if we do have any extra income, if we have any side hustle income or things like that, all of that money goes towards our financial goal that we're working on. So we already know if we have anything extra, it's going to that Roth IRA. So we don't have to think too much about it. It kind of takes that out of it a little bit. We know if we have anything above and beyond this $7,200 that it will be going here. So that is all I have for you guys for this month for our budget for May. Let me know in the comments down below. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, it's my birthday in May. I didn't mention that. It's also Mother's Day. We don't do a ton for Mother's Day, like money-wise. We usually just try to spend time with family, spend time with our moms, I try to spend time with my family, my kids, and my husband. We don't typically do like a lot financially for Mother's Day, but for my birthday, we actually will be going out to dinner, but I actually have a gift card. So I've had a gift card for a local restaurant for like $100 that has been sitting in my wallet for a few months. And so I'm gonna use that for my birthday. So you guys don't see any expenses for my birthday or for Mother's Day. That is why. I just wanted to explain that really quick, because how could I forget my own birthday? I mean, is that being a mom or what? Like, I literally always forget my own birthday. But my birthday is May 26th. So yes, I have a birthday this month, but again, we're not budgeting anything for that specifically. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below. Have you guys done your May budget yet? What are you looking forward to in May? Is it any of your birthdays as well? Let me know. I would love to drop you a early birthday shout out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys back here on Debt Free Friday. Bye guys.